Hello everyone, my name is Bethany, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make the Puppy Love stitch. For the purposes of this tutorial I have a hat that I'm going to show you, but this stitch can be used to make a scarf, or I have arm warmers that you can watch this tutorial and know how to make those. So if you're venturing off into your own pattern, you want to make sure that the foundation of your project is worked in multiples of 6. So the hat is 72 stitches around. So I'm ready to start my hearts round here. So you're going to have your foundation of whatever you're doing there of multiples of 6, and then you can start your color round. And I like to finish the last stitch with the color, and that kind of makes the rounds look a little bit more clean. So I have my last single crochet right there. I'm going to pull the red through to finish it. And then pull it tight and then join with the red right there. Okay, so to make this, it's basically just a shell to begin with. So you're going to chain 1, you're going to double crochet 4 times in that same stitch. And then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then double crochet 4 in the stitch after the 5 skipped stitches. Now, if you're watching this video to learn how to make the arm warmers, you may notice that I'm chaining 2 in between the shells, and the reason for that is simply because when you're only chaining 1, you're now taking what was multiples of 6, 72 stitches for instance on this one. It's 30 on the arm warmers, and now I'm taking it down to 60, which is cutting the number of stitches, making it come in a little bit, which on the hat it works great and it's fine. But on the arm warmers, they're such skinny tubes that you can't afford to lose the stitch count. And I prefer this way because the heart looks a little neater, but it's unfortunately what I had to do on the arm warmers to make the pattern work. So if you're making the arm warmers, the chain 2 is correct. You want to chain 2 in between there. But for everything else, we're going to chain 1. So you're going to repeat that shell pattern all the way around. So you're going to chain 1 after working the shell. You're going to skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then begin it again by working 4 double crochet stitches into that next stitch. So, and then finish with a chain 1. So repeat that all the way around your piece. Okay, so we have worked the little shells all the way around. You're going to make sure you finish with that chain 1. And you're going to join with that first. Now, I actually like to join with the main color because it kind of makes the seam look better. So just drop the red and then grab the gray and pull it through the chain, the last chain. And then pull everything tight. Okay, so that completes the shell round. The shells that will be hearts here in just a second. Okay, so for this next round, and also you'll notice that you went down to 60, so you're going to drop one count for every 6 multiple that you had. So now we're going to chain 2, and both chains count as stitches. Next, you're going to single crochet in between the shell. So it's not going to be in a stitch, it's going to be in the space between this 2 and that 2. Then chain 2 again, and then you're going to work a 3 double crochet cluster. And what it is it's basically like a triple decrease worked in the same stitch. So if you know how to work a double crochet decrease, it's that, except you do it instead of twice, you're going to do it 3 times. So you're going to yarn over, insert hook, grab the yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, go down through the same stitch, grab the yarn over, pull it through the first 2, so that leaves 3 loops on your hook. Then one more time you're going to yarn over through, grab the yarn over through the first 2, and then through all 4 that are on the hook. And what that does is it fills in the space between the shells, but it leaves just 1 loop on top, so makes the count work out. So, and then you're just going to repeat that all the way around. So you're going to chain 2, single crochet in the middle of the shell, chain 2, work the cluster right there. So again, it's yarn over, down into the stitch, grab the yarn over, pull it through the first 2, yarn over, down through the stitch, grab the yarn over, pull it through the first 2, grab the yarn, go down, grab it, pull it through the first 2, and then finish it by pulling it through all 4. So it's like working 3 double crochets down here, but they share a loop on top. So repeat that all the way around. So you're going to chain 2, work the single crochet in the middle of the shell and the double crochet, 3 double crochet cluster in between the hearts. So work that all the way around. Okay, so I've come all the way around. I did want to just show you the end just to make sure that you don't accidentally skip it. So you want to chain 2 right there, and then you do want to work 1 right there. It's kind of going to be like over the join. So you're going to work your last 3 double crochet cluster right there. And then you're going to join with that first chain. The chain counts, you're going to join it in the chain because it's part of the sequence. And then you made those lovely little hearts. And I accidentally worked 5 there, whoops. Okay, so to finish working this stitch, you're going to follow up with just a row of double crochet, working 1 in each stitch. And I have found that working through the front loop of the chain really cuts the time down. I really hate working through chains. So instead of taking the time to get your hook through both loops, just grab the first one. Or even work under it. If you really want to, you can just work in that space. Work in the space, just work all of them in the space, but you got to make sure your count is correct if you're going to do that. So here, see, I'm like grabbing just the front loop. So work all the way around and join. And I did want to mention that sometimes it's easy to drop a chain. You only worked 1 chain there, and you come around and your count is off, and that's a bummer because you do need to have the correct count. However, instead of pulling out all your work, just count and say that you're 1 off. Just work 2 there, and then it will bring your count back up to where it's supposed to be when you start the heart round, the next round. So yeah, so to finish it, you just work a double crochet in each stitch around. Alright, so we finished that round, and the next round will be the hearts again. So to make this pattern, you just repeat the hearts and this one that turns the shell into the heart, and then the round of double crochet. So when you finish that round, you do want to make sure to keep the chain clean. Finish that round, finish this last double crochet with your next color. So I'm just going to use this red in example, but you would pull it through like I showed you in the beginning and move forward with the color like that. And just repeat that for whatever desired project you are making. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.